Okay, so here we are with our first tip to go from stressed to love. And this is what I call shake it off. We might have even heard that. Someone is really stressed. We say, oh, let it go, shake it off. But what does that really mean? Let me give you a little background about that. Because when we're afraid, when there's been trauma, or when there's danger present, one of the things that we do for survival mechanism is we do one of three things. The first thing that we do is we assess the situation. We go, okay, can I fight? That's the first thing. So we'll try to fight it. We might fight it out with a person, or we might try to fight the stress and we just kind of muscle through it. How many of us can relate to that? Or the second thing that we do is we isolate. We go away. We go inward. We shut the world out. We turn our hearing off. We turn our visual off, and we go deep, deep down inside. Those are the two main mechanisms. But there's a third one too, and it's called freeze. And if you've ever been traveling along the road and you see a deer come out of the ditch, and next thing you know, it's in the middle of the road and you're driving and it sees the headlights and the deer goes, and you're like, come on, deer, move, 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 move. It is frozen in fear. And this is where most of us end up being. And another way of experiencing that is that 1 foot on the brake, 1 foot on the gas, and you're all revved up and nowhere to go. Can you ever relate to that when there's an internal combustion going on and you don't know whether or not you should run away or you should fight? So you just literally short circuit and shut down. And so you're frozen like a zombie. And this is probably one of the most dangerous things, because when we get frozen like this, we don't shake it off. We don't thaw out. And we keep ingesting that. We keep putting all of that stress into our bodies and into our minds. And then next thing you know, we don't have time. We don't have space. We don't have capacity to deal with seemingly simple things. And we're seeing this now in humanity. I'll give you another example. If you took a glass of water and you put it out in front of you and you held it, it's pretty easy. Yeah, it's just a glass of water. In fact, I have one here. So just this nice glass of water. Doesn't weigh very much, but here it is. It's out in front of me. But if I left it and I held on to it for maybe another couple of minutes, my arm's going to start getting sore. But then I hold on to it for 15 minutes. Maybe it's an hour. Maybe it's the whole day. You see, the problem is, though, most of us hold on to the stress, the difficulty, the challenge, and we hold on to it not just for a day, but for years. And this has adverse effects into our mind and into our body. So this is the first body exercise that we're going to do, and it's called Shake It Off. So what I want you to do is just stretch your arms out as much as you can and stretch your legs out. You can't see my legs here right now, but I've got my legs wide apart. And all I'm going to do is just stretch and let myself open up. And I'm just going to start to move, reaching up and over, just shaking things off. And now I want you to imagine that you've got this stress, that you're wearing the stress. So you might think about something that's kind of stressful lately. Maybe it's about feeling restricted, that you can't do the things that you want to do, or maybe you're restricted in your body. You might have some back pain or knee, hip pain, something like that. So I just want you to think about, where is the stress? Is it in your body? Is it in your mind? Is it about the future of not knowing what's going to happen? Where's the stress right now? And just notice how it might experience it in your body. And now I want you to imagine that you're just going to brush off the stress. So it's like you're brushing your hair. And this is fun to do. Like if you've got a partner, you can actually brush them down. And it feels really good. So maybe you're carrying it on your shoulder. So I just want you to brush it off here and off your hands. Brush the other shoulder. Brush that off. Brush down the front. Brush your back. Make sure you get behind you. You want to brush out your legs. Shake off your legs a little bit. Just like you're wearing it and you're just taking a shower and you're just brushing everything off you, cleaning you. Make sure you get, your feet as well, the bottoms of the feet. Shake it off. But now I want you to go really slow and just feel this absolute wonderful stress starting to just eliminate off your body. And now we're going to start to shake it off. So now you're free. So I want you to just start with the hands. And you're just going to wiggle your hands, shaking them off, letting your fingers go. And it feels, just totally relaxed. Whatever you've been holding, you're going to let it go. And then you're going to let it kind of move into your elbows. And you don't effort it. It's just like, shake it off. And then that happens to then get to your shoulders. So your shoulders start to shake. And maybe your head. Maybe you need to say no more. So you can just say no with your head. Or maybe you need to say yes. And say yes with your head. And so things are kind of getting a little bit woozy here. But we're starting to dissipate that adrenaline that has been charged up into our body. So now don't forget, we've got a lower body here too. So I want you to just start moving your hips side to side, shaking out your hips. You want to bend your knees. And I want you to shake out your knees too. So just, and let's out some sighs. Like, make some faces, make your lips, the raspberries. Just shaking everything off. This is fun to do with music too. So if you've got your favorite song, you're just going to shake it, shake it, shake it. But there's not a dance. It's just letting off of all the stress. And now pick your feet up. And I want you to just imagine that you're just not running, but you're just kind of like stomping. Shake out your feet. So even though my hands are still going, I'm now shaking out my one leg and then the other. And you just shake. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, shake, shake a little bit more. Get it all off so that you're just shaking off, like shaking off dirt. Getting all that dirt off of you that you've been carrying, that you've been hanging on. See, things are letting go. Take it all the way up, all the way down. Shake, 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 shake. And now, stretch out again. Take a deep breath in, stretch all the way up. I want you to stretch it as if you're going to touch the ceiling. Reach, 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 reach. And let your hands come down to your side. Close your eyes. And just let your breath relax. You might even feel tingly in your fingers. I hope you do. All of your cells in your body are now discharging that freeze. And I want you to remind yourself, there's a difference between fear and danger. Danger is real, but fear is optional. The more one has skills and capacity to connect with yourself and to care for yourself, the less you have to be afraid. You can be more in choice. So now I want you to take a deep breath in. Inhale, stretching all the way up. And then exhale, I want you to just bring down all of that. Brush that down. Brush yourself down again. And just take a moment to notice what you notice. And that is our first skill. Shake it off. You did it.